Good evening. Wanted to do a little update on the Coca-Cola wet cooler project. Probably the biggest thing right now you see is I've removed the compressor assembly, and luckily I was able to do so without cutting or bending the lines here. Let's just kind of pour this board right now. Got all the wiring replaced, and the problem I'm having right now is that there is a short inside the compressor, and it's sealed. I can't get into it to fix the short. If I let it run without a ground, just electrify the whole thing, don't touch it, it doesn't get the coils cool, so it is low on Freon, or it is kind of making a rattling noise, so it could be that whatever pump mechanism in there isn't actually doing its job. But at any rate, compressor's not working. So I'm going to see if I can take this to a professional shop that works on refrigeration systems and see if they have any tricks to repair the original compressor. And worst case scenario, we'll replace that compressor with a more modern one and get it soldered into the lines and get the system purged and recharged. The condenser fan isn't working either. I was able to get a part, but it kind of damaged it in the process. And so my plan is to just get a generic aftermarket fan for that. I also want to add some kind of circuit breaker to the system too, so have some kind of safety shut off for it. So that's the main crux of the system right now. The chest itself, it has made some progress. You can see I got the catchers replaced. I got a new seal around the lid here now. I was able to kind of clean and cover up the rust holes that were up there, kind of patch it up, get it going. The base nose, I cleaned it out and used some clear silicone caulking to seal the seams. I filled it up with water once, and maybe for about 15 or 20 minutes, and it wasn't leaking too bad, but I did see a couple of droplets of water underneath it, so I figured it'd be safe just to drain it out, let it dry it out, and resealed it. And I need to retest it though to see if that did the trick. I think it did though. I think it's sealed up now and ready to go. Replace the fiberglass batting, which you can see it under that in the bottom. So it's the case is pretty much ready to go at this point. Now it's just a matter of getting that compressor ready to go. But yeah, making little bits of progress as we go. The other thing was the agitator motor. I was able to get it to work. It's a really interesting motor. I've never worked on one like this before. The lower half of the motor spins with the armature. It's got a single bearing on top there, and like all the rest of the wiring on this unit, the leads going to the motor were shot, and I was able to get it apart and get some new wires soldered in and sealed with some hot glue, and it works, but it does have just a little bit of a short somewhere. It barely zaps you. And I think what it is I think one of those connections I made is maybe rubbing on that armature when it spins. So I need to get that pushed up a little bit higher and seal a little better. But to be honest, this is a really neat motor, but I think I'm starting to think I might just have to end up replacing it. I'm going to give it one more shot, see if I can save it. But this particular motor is no longer available. I'm thinking I can maybe take one from another model of wet cooler and make a little adapter bracket to bolt it in where it goes in there. But yeah, bits of progress. getting closer to having it running again.